What a day. What a day. The crane is a symbol of birth and death. It's what we're here to talk about, from 0 to 110. So many incredible presentations. The way Lucian and I work, we didn't really know what I was going to say in this fire talk. We made it up during the day as it went along. But this is part of being a first follower. You listen to what's in the air, and you act and you move on it. You follow your instincts. Tick-tock, tick-tock. You may have seen at some TEDmed conferences, two great poets named Steve and Sekou did this incredible thing about approaching death and then pulling back the circle of life. TED talks about ideas worth spreading. Lucian and I agree that ideas worth spreading are ideas worth doing. And I'm going to be asking you after this event here, you go home, you go back to your work, your communities, what will you do to change the world? In my TEDxMaastricht talk 2 years ago, I started by saying when I was 19 years old, this happened. America landed on the moon. And a few weeks later, Woodstock happened. What a time to be 19 years old. Coming out of that era, Tom Ferguson founded the e-patient movement. He was a young doctor out of Yale, and he saw one of the things he wrote about 10 years ago, shortly before he died, was that as much as possible, healthcare should take place on the patient's turf, where the patient is. And here we are now at TEDxNijmegen. Didn't do that quite right. But we have Wendy Sue Swanson and Bercy saying, social media, be where the patients are. When they go looking, be available to them. I also showed, it's a little embarrassing, but I had fun, a picture of me from that year. And yet, the circle of life. 6 years ago, early in 2007, I was dying. This is a picture of me at this moment. I was a week away from learning that I was dying. You can look at the picture and see that it's pretty apparent. I had kidney cancer all through my body, from the skull all the way down to the leg bones. And yet medicine saved me. In the process of medicine saving me, with my doctor's advice, I talked to patients on the internet. And I learned information that my oncologist says may have helped save my life. My primary physician, Dr. Danny Sands, was a friend of Tom Ferguson, and the community I joined was acor.org, which was founded by another friend of Tom Ferguson. Gilles, are you here? Aha, Gilles Friedman, the founder and president of ACOR, is here today. People changing the world. Ideas worth spreading are ideas worth doing. Now, 2 years ago at TEDxMaastricht, sitting backstage, I said, Lucian and I get a little crazy sometimes. It's nervous when you're coming out to do a TED Talk. I said, did you know somebody wrote an e-patient rap? And he told me I had to do it. And he's, well, so did it. And I want to be an e-patient just like Dave. Well, I'm not going to go through the whole thing again, but have some fun while we're doing this. You think those guys in that first follower video weren't having fun? Boy, that's all they were doing. Now we say, don't give me my damn data, let my data go. We have this big movement in the United States, a legal movement, the blue button, to let the patient download their data. It's becoming part of federal policy now. Action, the idea turning into action. Information flowing through the network, right? This is your asset if you want to change the world. Regina Holiday, I mentioned, a woman who lost her husband because she couldn't get at the information that could have saved him soon enough. She's turned her loss into advocacy, painting murals on buildings. She's spread that, turned it into more action. She now has painted over 200 stories on the backs of people's jackets. Here's mine. This is the phone call where she met me. It was too late for her husband. But she says people are walking around with medical stories everywhere and we can't see them. She paints them on the jackets. You know that a movement is becoming a revolution when the artists and musicians show up, right? So we have the rap, there's a garage band that has a song, Give Me My Damn Data, 3 doctors and one of their sons. At TEDxMaastricht, I said, I found this picture of the human body, and I could see how the cancer coming out of my kidney might connect to that muscle. And I said, maybe someday I can have Google Earth for my body if we combine this with my scan and I can look around in my body. Well, what happened last summer? I found some software that takes my CAT scans. CAT scans are like slices of the salami, puts them back together, and look, that's my tumors floating in my ribs. Free software that does this. What I thought was a dream 2 years ago actually exists today. And in fact, if you slide it all the way out, it shows my shirt. I had something in my pocket that day. Amazing software, and the word has not spread yet that this is available for us and our families. And I also shared what a joy it was to be alive, to walk my daughter down the aisle in 2009. And in the circle of life, at Christmas, she let me know that she's pregnant. And with the amazing software tools today, you know, I was, with surprise, surprise. No. You people. I was one of the first people to ever have an ultrasound photo on my desk at work back in 1983 before she was born. Well, the software tools today, they not only have higher quality ultrasounds, they have 3D and now even 4D ultrasounds. You can watch the baby moving in 3D. That's a picture of my granddaughter who will be born in July. She has her mother's nose. Just amazing. I am so glad to be alive. TikTok, the crane, the symbol of life and death. Ideas worth spreading are worth doing. It's why you're here. Will you be the first follower when you go back to your life? Thank you. Let patients help. Let patients help. Let patients help. Thank you.